Welcome and thank you for joining me. This is Mike Hamilton from Trade the Easy Way, and on the eve of the Fed minutes that we're going to see a couple of hours before the end of trading tomorrow, we have a Dow which is really stuck and not going anywhere. We've literally got 60 minutes left. We've just turned the hour, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. London. And so we're holding this level here, but not going anywhere at the moment. I think it's the threat of a rate rise. We've had yet some more good data coming in, particularly on the housing front. And the Fed have got to be concerned about leaving an interest rate rise too late. And the market is nervous about a rate rise. Markets do not favour the bulls in rate rise situations, and the market is reacting accordingly. So if we can come out of this little apex to the upside, then I think we're going to, into options expiring on Friday, then we could see 17,750. At which point I would actually want to go short unless that really bursts through that and can hold that. The best place to get short, because I am really getting ready for another leg down, the best place to get short would be somewhere in that area here. At the moment we're just in this downward channel. Alright, so really nothing to do on that. I did take a long, in fact let's look at the 5-minute chart. I took a long on this one. This is the range that we talk about in the room a lot. I took a long up here, trying to get my stop to break even, and just got, so I did get my stop to break even and just got stopped out, so I got nothing out of it basically. Little, I think it was about a 25 point move here, and just gave it all back. I think a lot of people were expecting it to work its way up to at least 600, and it just didn't do it. So there you go, and here we are at the bottom of this range with an hour to go, with a potential to push up and break out of there, but certainly struggling. If you're going to buy it anywhere as a day trader, then this is where I would buy it. Excuse me. So switching around now to oil, this is this major low down here at the moment is trying to hold with events and Fed tomorrow. So if this is a major sort of firewall, if we hold this and all goes well, we could get some sort of bounce here into that resistance area to at least meet that 20 MA, because this is a lovely clean, once we broke out of here, this is a good chart pattern, one of my favorite chart patterns. Ordinarily I would have expected some kind of retest, but it just gave way. And a really little pullback just got sold into. So if we close above that, then that's very bullish. That's break that trend line, that's very bullish. If we bump into that and then just leg it down, then obviously it's very bearish. So we could be about to see in oil what we've got here in gold. Bottomed out here over the back end of August, back end of July, early August. Pushed into resistance, into the 50, came back to the 20. Now we're just hovering, waiting to see where we go. And I think the next move is going to be determined by the Fed. So whichever way we break out of this direction, out of that line, is going to give us the next trend. If the Fed are going to increase rates, I think they'll put downward pressure on the gold, and potentially coming down to my target area of 970. I would leave it. I certainly wouldn't trade that. Okay, switching to currencies. So I'm long this one. This is US dollar yen. I like the Dow indices, really not going anywhere at the moment. We have this wall up here. Sorry, up here. support down here, and resistance up here. So just a question of whether we can catch a bid into tomorrow and into the Fed announcement, Fed minutes, sorry, not announcement, and see if that can project up. And the case for the bulls is we've got all the moving averages are underneath us, and all the little pullbacks get bought. Instead, I'd only hold that if I had some kind of buffer. So this is a decision area here, and so I just bought support. Actually, I didn't get in that low, unfortunately. In fact, I've only got in at 425s. I've barely got any buffer in there at all at the moment. But see where we are when I come back to that tomorrow and see if that's worth adding to. Pound yen. The UK has a little bit of inflation, albeit very small, so we are just knocking our heads against this wall. I'm very bearish the yen, so pound yen, US dollar yen, I will be buyers when he dips. And let's just see if we can get going. It's a nice flag. Question is, can that start flapping to the upside? So tomorrow, if I see 420, 410, 420, I'd like to buy a pullback. I'm expecting a fair amount of chop into that one, in markets in general, not this particular market. Days that are dominated by Fed news tend to be very choppy until we get the data out, so just be careful, tread carefully. Pound, range bound, peaked above the range, got knocked back, very similar to the pound yen, so whichever way we come out of this box is going to give us some direction, and that distance to that box is likely to be the move. So if we break up, I'd expect to retest that resistance. If we break down, I'd expect to test that support. It is a bullish market, just. Best way to do this, to stay out of trouble, is just to wait until we get the Fed minutes out of the way. Similar story to the euro. Since that push up, we've not been able to penetrate that 112.20. In fact, far from it. We are just closing under this bull bar, back under the. We've opened and closed under the mean. The 2015, what I've drawn there as the 2015 mean. So dollar is dominating at the moment, hence the reason why I'm in the US dollar yen. Okay, we've had a 120 point drop. Talked about this in the weekend. How we were hitting, how we had a sell signal here on Friday. So the last couple of days have just dragged us down to the 20 EMA. So it's just a question, we're in this apex, and I think this will hold. I think if we dip into this 670 area, I think it will get bought and see another leg up. But at the moment, obviously, we are firmly down, and the euro is at the moment not holding. So what I'm looking at here is we've had 1, 2, pull back, butted up against this trend line, sort of squeeze, and we're pulling back. So if we can come down and test this trend line again and this support, we could take off. Close under here, and we are going to drift lower. So we're getting to the point where we should get some kind of decision. My preference is for the upside. I think this support here at 675 670 is likely to hold, and may dip underneath it, but I think 670 should get held, and then we'll get another leg up. Okay, I'll leave it there and see you at the next update.